So always keep coming back here. All right, Maria?
This is for me.
That's for you.
I'm in charge.
All right. Maria, tell them, how old were you when you came here?
You're used to answering questions, huh? Now you're asking me questions.
Well, you know why? Because I'm looking up to her now. Before I was looking down. All right, Maria.
Now I don't say yes anymore, right? I argue sometimes.
All right, tell them, Maria, when you and your dad first came here.
Yeah, I came here when I was all of yours' ages. I was probably this tall. Wasn't so tall yet. I was quite skinny. Came here with my father, as Nick mentioned. I was probably 7 years old, and it was just a dream of mine to play tennis. I started when I was 4. I loved competing. I think like all kids, I hated practicing, but I loved competing, and there's something about it that I just wanted to get out on the court, and the fact that it was a one-on-one sport, it made it was so fun for me, no matter who was across the net, taller, smaller, bigger, I just wanted to beat them, and I think that drive just keeps me going until today.
I'm going to imitate Maria when she crosses over at the center court. You know, the umpire stands here, and as she crosses the court to get to her chair, her opponent falls on the ground. Now this is what Maria does. Steps right on top of him and keeps on walking. She don't walk around it, baby, I know. So, Maria, one of the things that I admire about Maria so much is that it ain't over till it's over. Maria, what makes you feel that way within you? Because that's what's so important to the coaches here, to the children here, to the parents. What's in your mind when you're really down in the match? Is it over in your mind?
Never. I never use that word. And as frustrating as it sometimes is when you're down and out and you could be losing the set 6-0 and not winning 1 point, and you feel like so many thousands of people are watching you, and it's just one of the worst days in your tennis career. And you know what? You know that until you shake their hand, it's not over. And they're feeling it, and they're also in front of all these people, and they have the pressure, and it's probably one of the biggest matches of their lives. And to be honest, it's in everything, not just in tennis. It's in finishing that school project. You want to get it done, and you just don't want to just finish it and write these extra words just to fill in the blanks. But you really want to have a meaningful piece, and that's the way I see my tennis career.
All right, I'm going to look around here and. Young lady, how old are you? What would you like to ask Maria? What question would you like to ask Maria? First of all, you're not chewing gum, are you? No. Chewing gum 10 miles around the track, everybody. All right, come on. She takes the gum out. Give it to me, I'll chew it for you. Hey, all right, come on. Ask Maria a question. What would you like to ask Maria? What's your favorite training drill?
My favorite training drill? Ooh, there aren't too many. What is my favorite training drill? I don't like to work out in the gym too much, so I like doing like outdoor things. There are so many other things that you can do that are outdoors, whether it's, taking runs, that's good for your cardio, and I would say on the court is just playing points and playing matches. I think the best thing about this academy for me when I was a young kid is I was on those back courts, and every afternoon I knew I had an opponent to play against, and I think this is like the age where you learn, obviously the technique and the stroke is so important, but this is the time I think when you really develop the points and learn how you're going to play as a player, and whether you're going to, angle on that ball, whether, how are you going to hit that passing shot, and I think those, I love to play. Forget the drills. Any more questions for me? Maybe some parents have questions.
What about you?
They're usually more outgoing. I play probably 4 hours a day or so, in the off season, and then maybe an hour or so of fitness, and then physical therapy, and
Listen to Maria, what she keeps on saying. She doesn't like too much physical activity, but she has her trainer, because that's a big part of today's game. The physical part, the mental part, and the techniques. Maria would like to have a question from the parents.
Well, I wouldn't,
Well,
if the kids don't want to ask the question, the parents can.
But, Maria, people have asked me, what's your biggest obstacle at the IMG academies? The parents. It ain't easy, baby. I'm going to tell you that right now. And it ain't easy for a pretty darn good reason. Your child is your most precious commodity, and everybody feels legitimately that their child is the best in the world. So parents, you have to be realistic and understand that if your child plays a sport that gives them fun and education, a scholarship, and maybe become a professional, that's not too bad. What I'd like to say before this young lady leaves, we've had a lot of students here, but what I admire most about Maria Sharapova is the way she has displayed herself on the court and off the court. And there are not too many athletes that do that. So Maria, I'm very proud of you, and please tell Daddy I'm proud of him. And of course, Hogs and your trainer, you have a great team. Maria, give me a hug. All right.
I paid him to say all that.
You hear that? She paid me to say all that. Well, what a treat that is, that Maria is coming here. You know, my